2025 is here, and with the new year comes new scams. And if you've never been here before, I promise you, by watching this video to the end, you're gonna save some money. And I guarantee you will have not heard any of these scams online, on YouTube, or anywhere. So without further ado, let's get into it with number one, the lady drink scam. Now this scam I know far too well because I was there at the birth of this scam. And what happens is, with this lady drink scam, if you come here for the first time and you go into one of these bars, on Soy 6 here, this is where the scam happens. And if you ever want to take a lady outside of one of these bars, what the bar will do is try and convince you that you need to buy 1 rack or 2 racks in some cases, 5 or 10 drinks. You need to buy the girl before you can even take her out the bar, costing an extra 1,000 or 2,000 baht. And there's 2 reasons why they... Number one, if this girl is a really beautiful lady and that manager does not want to lose this beautiful lady straight away as the day starts at 3 or 4 o'clock, he's going to try and keep that lady there. If she wants to go, somebody's got to pay an extra, and this isn't exactly fair because it's different rules for different girls in every single bar. And then what actually happened was the bosses actually tried to put a stop to this, and we all received a group message saying this isn't allowed, you can't do this anymore, don't do it. And that was fine. It didn't actually happen again for another 6 months until all the managers got fired. And then when we all got fired and the mama-sans were all running the show, well, that's when the problem started again, basically. So the mama-sans are making different rules for different girls in different bars and trying to extort more money out of these newcomers because the bars don't want to lose the most popular ladies at the start of the day. So they start putting on these stupid drinks prices and saying that they need to buy an extra rack or an extra 2 racks to take the lady out the bar. Now I understand these bars want to make money, and I understand the girls want to make money too. And the big reason for this is because they want to try and help the girls reach their drink targets, which is 250 drinks per month to get their full salary of 15,000 baht. Mama-sans at the end of the day are just picking and choosing and preying on the naive customers that they can extort more money out of, which is you guys. To avoid any of this happening, if they do try and charge you an extra rack or an extra 2 racks, if you do want to take a lady at the bar, yeah, tell them. Number 2, the reserve table scam, otherwise known as the VIP scam. And I've seen this happen more than once, and it's even happened to me. Now this scam more so happens down in the clubs and bars on Walking Street. And what happens is when you go into these clubs and bars and they've got the tables in the clubs, they'll have like a sign on the table saying reserved. And if you want to drink at that table, it's not reserved for anyone. They just put the sign there, and then someone will come over to you and say, oh, if you want to sit here, you need to buy a bottle. You need to spend 3,000 or 4,000 baht just to sit at this table. What they're trying to do is they're trying to, you know, extort more money out of you, trying to get the maximum amount of profit they can from you coming in that place. And what happens is when you say no and you start walking away and they've still got space in that club, they'll say, oh no, actually you can just have a normal drink, and if you want a vodka coke, or if you and your friends just want some beers, they'll give that table to you anyway. But at the start, they'll try and get you to spend 3,000 or 4,000 baht before your night's even started. And I'm not dropping any names or any names of the clubs or the bars because I know a lot of these bars and the bar managers. That's not what this video is about. We're not here to name and shame different places. But if you do enter one of these bars or clubs, and to avoid this happening, like I said, just do see one of these reserve signs on the table, start walking away, saying no thank you, not interested. Just think twice, and 9 times out of 10 they will come after you, and before you spend 3,000 or 4,000 baht, say no, it's okay, you can sit here, because this is what they do, and this is how they try and extort more money out of you. So bear this in mind. Number 3, the AI fake police phone scam. And this one here is hitting the streets of Thailand now, and it's a brand new scam, and it's all over TikTok and social media. And what actually happens is that when you get a Thai SIM out here and you put it into your phone, you may receive some text messages from some random numbers with random links. And if you click one of those random links, not long after, you're going to be getting a message or a video call from the Thai police. And it's going to be a video call, and it's an AI generated Thai police officer, and they're going to be having a forward and backwards conversation with you about how you've ordered something illegal, and if you don't come down to the station now or pay a fine over the phone, you're going to be arrested. And this one is catching a lot of naive people out, because there's a lot of people that come here to Thailand and they might be a bit naive with the phones. They don't want to get in any trouble with the police, and if you're on the video call to a policeman, it can seem quite real. I've seen some of these videos online and they do look pretty realistic. realistic. And if you've got a Thai policeman saying you're in trouble on a video call right here, right now, it's hard not to believe it. But not only that, if you do pay the fine, they could also have access to your bank accounts and all your other information as you've clicked that link. So my advice to you guys is if you do get any calls from any random numbers, just block those numbers straight away so they can't call you again, because you do not want to end up getting scammed by an AI fake Thai policeman that's probably operating out in Myanmar or wherever. Next up, we've got the online booking scam, and this one is going to save you a lot of money if you've never been here or you're planning to come here and you want to go to events and different places around Thailand. Now, all over the streets of Pattaya, you're going to see all these little tour group places where they're going to take you to places like a water park, the botanical garden, different tours and excursions. And if you're at home or you want to book any of these places online while you're in Thailand, I guarantee you're going to pay more money. And the big one that gets a lot of people out is the full moon party. Now, just so you know, to enter the full moon party, it costs 200 baht on the beach on the day when you get there, and tickets do not sell out, I promise you. But if you go online and look at the websites for the event, they cost over $50. I know people that have paid this $50 plus a booking fee and a shipping fee, and they pay through these companies for no reason whatsoever. You're actually paying over 10 times the amount that you should be paying, and it's exactly the same in Pattaya. If you want to go to the water park or the botanical gardens or anything, just book a grab, go there and pay at the gate when you get there. If you're going up to these taxi guys with all these tour things on there, they're just putting their commission on. And yes, it might seem easier, but just find out where it is, Google the place, go there yourself, pay at the gate, save some. Coming up next is the Thai girlfriend scam. Now, we all know about how these Thai girls get in relationships with guys from overseas. The guys come here, they fall in love with the girls, the guys go home, the girl asks them for money, and blah blah blah. That's where the problem starts. She's still seeing other guys while she's here, and the guy is sending her money. We all know that, that's an old scam. But this scam is actually directed at the girls, and the girls getting scammed, and it's very interesting, and it's not actually directed at you guys, so you guys won't be affected by this, but the girls will be. Now, in Pattaya, especially on Soi 6, you get a lot of Asian people come here, and what they do is they take these girls, promise to be the boyfriend, the husband, the relationship she's always dreamed of, everything she's always wanted, and he's going to take her back to the home country, and they're going to live happily ever after, and she's not going to have to work in a bar again. He's going to sell her the dream and promise to give her everything she ever wanted. And what happens to a lot of these girls is they go to these foreign countries and they end up actually getting told they need to work in a bar. And this actually happens a lot here, and these guys take these girls back to the home countries and make them work, and these guys profit off these girls working in different bars in their home country. And it's a bit of a dark business in my opinion, because after 6 months or a year, whenever her visa's up, she's back home, back to Thailand, back to Soi 6, back working again. And I've heard this story from more than one girl that's worked in a bar, and it's very upsetting for them, because at the end of the day, a lot of these girls, all they ever want is to get out of the bar, and they end up going to these other countries and getting told they need to work in a bar to earn the money, and they get lied to and deceived.